In this section of the lecture, we're going to do a wonderful exercise. I'm going to teach you a skill called deep breathing. And deep breathing is going to be really important in this whole concept of emotional intelligence, and I'll tell you why. Normally in life, we're going to deal with stress, and there's a natural stress response, but there are times when the natural stress response, which can be totally healthy, we all have stress in life, and sometimes stress can be on the positive side. You get stressed out about, let's say, a test. Well, that could prompt you to study a little harder, prepare a little better, and then in the end, you end up with a good score. On the other hand, everyday life stress can turn into a negative thing when your body perceives that stress as a threat, which in some respects, our bodies have a hard time telling the difference of what's good stress and what's not. And when there's a threat or when there's not a threat, right? Because the body can interpret, or your mind can interpret, everyday life stressors as potential life-threatening threats. And so in the body's response system, there are certain chemicals that are released, such as adrenaline and cortisol, when there's an actual threat that's beneficial to your body. But when that's activated and released repeatedly when there is no threat, it can be very taxing and stressful on your body. And some of the health problems that come into play are things such as anxiety, depression, digestive problems, headaches, muscle tension, pain, heart disease, sleep problems, weight gain, memory and concentration impairment. And so we tend to react to this increased release of the cortisol in these negative ways, right? So what we want to do is we want to learn some skills that are going to help our bodies relax so that we can bring those levels down to a normal, natural level and kind of soothe and balance out our system. And so today I'm going to be teaching and guiding you in an activity called 4-7-8 breathing. And this is going to be vital and key for you. And this is something that I often teach to my clients, and it's been found to be very beneficial to them. And a lot of them tell me that even as they increase it, so I usually recommend about 10 minutes a day of 4-7-8 breathing, and some of my clients have found that by doing it twice a day, in the morning and at night, it's the most beneficial to them. So this is going to be vital and key. There are some times where 4-7-8 breathing may not work for you. If you are dealing with generalized anxiety disorder, they found that actual CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, works better for that than just deep breathing alone. Sometimes if you have certain anxiety problems, then trying to do deep breathing may increase the anxiety if you don't see the results right away, which can happen because you do need to practice it and kind of get in the habit of it. So you may start having more anxiety around whether you're doing the deep breathing right, whether you're relaxing or not. So you may want to enlist a counselor or therapist's help if you find that when you try to do this exercise that you're really not having success. It may mean that you have maybe a more severe form of anxiety that's preventing you. So just keep that in mind. So when we start off in our 4-7-8 breathing, we first want to find a comfortable place to sit or even lay down. You want to make sure you're comfortable. If you're sitting as you do this, you want to make sure you're sitting up straight with your feet flat on the floor. Maybe you'll rest with your hands in your lap. You want to get as comfortable as possible. We find that it's more beneficial if you close your eyes or at least look down so you're not hindered by distractions in your line of sight. You want to take your right hand and place it over top of your diaphragm, and that is the area between your chest or rib cage and right above your belly button. So in between your chest and belly button, there's an area called the diaphragm. If you put your hand there, when you do this exercise, you should be able to feel your diaphragm rise and fall. So when we start, I'll just kind of guide you through the instructions first before we start. But the first step is following the numbers, which are 4, 7, 8. So we're going to go 4 seconds of counting as we breathe in through our nose. Your mouth is going to be closed at this time. You're taking air in through your nose for the 4 seconds, and you're filling up your diaphragm with the air. So it's a short, quick in through the nose, fill up the diaphragm belly area with air, hold that air for 7 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to let it out slowly through our mouth in a small pursed lips for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 4. Inhale through the nose, fill up the belly with air, hold it for 7 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let it out like air lets out of a balloon for 8 seconds, slowly through pursed lips, out of your mouth, like you blow out candles on a birthday cake, or some people blow bubbles or blow dandelions off of the stem. Okay, so let's begin. In through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it for 7 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let it out slowly for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You want to repeat this again. We're going to go in through the nose. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let it out slowly. 6, 7, 8. Again, in through the nose. Fill up the belly with air. Hold it. 4, 5, 6, 7. Let it out slowly for 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're going to repeat this a few more times on your own. In through the nose. Hold it. Let it out slowly for 8. And once more, in through the nose. Hold it. Let it out slowly. Notice how you feel. Notice the difference in your body. You should be experiencing some level of relaxation. If not, I would encourage you to continue this exercise of inhaling for 4 seconds, holding your breath, the belly and the diaphragm area for 7, letting it out slowly like air out of a balloon out of your mouth for the 8 seconds. I will be continuing through these lectures and sections. I'll be asking questions about this exercise in particular, deep breathing. I want you to feel free to return to this portion of the lecture as needed. This is something you want to practice on a daily basis for at least 10 minutes a day, or 4 breaths as we just practice here. Like I said, some people add in morning and night to do it, so that would be 20 minutes total a day, that you're doing it 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at night, or 4 breaths in the morning, 4 breaths at night. And what you want to do is you want to begin to practice how to become calmer. And this is not something you want to do. You don't want to wait until you're upset or frustrated or experiencing a negative emotion, but this is something you're practicing daily so that when you do have certain undesirable emotions, that you're better prepared for how to deal with them. And so just some last tips about how to use deep breathing. Again, you're going to try to make it a daily activity, and you want to make sure that you're consistent with it, and you want to consult if you're having any issues or problems. You may want to consult your therapist or your doctor. You want to create a routine around it, get into the habit of this type of breathing. You want to do them at the same place and time every day, some place that's peaceful and quiet. And you don't have to worry about if you're doing it right or enough. That may just cause you additional stress, and that's not the purpose or the point. The point is to actually help you to relax with it. You want to work at clearing your mind of things that are stressing you out as you do it, and you want to focus instead on the sounds and the rhythms of your breathing or the environment around you. Again, you want to do it at least once or twice every day. Try to do it at the same time each day to reinforce this habit, and do it for 10, some even recommend 20 minutes at a time. So there you have it. Reach out if you have any questions. Look for the questions and the assignments and any quizzes around this particular lecture. Stay tuned.